Josh, how is it to be back? Does it feel like you had much of a break, or what's it feeling like now?
Yeah, it's always exciting to get back this time of year and you know, revisit everyone at the club and all the boys and new coaches, new staff, new teammates. So always an exciting time to get back around the group and back inside the four walls.
Obviously, just the young boys out there at the moment. What's the enthusiasm like?
Yeah, really good start today. Obviously I was off to the side for most of it, but the boys were looking like they brought great energy and really good start into the new season.
Is it a different program for you? Any particular reason?
Just still coming back a little bit from the knee. It's going to be a little bit monitored, but all's going really well and in a good position. We'll be back in a couple of weeks, no worries.
What was the off-season like for you as you managed that?
Yeah, good actually. Managed to get a bit of time overseas. Spent quite a little bit of time in here with rehab staff, doing everything I could to give myself the best opportunity to be right this time of year and set myself up for next year.
Does the team get together much over the off-season, either socially or do trainers a bigger group?
I think, bits and pieces here and there. It's obviously a good time for guys to get away. Got a lot of interstate guys, so it's good for them to get home and also travel the world. So, yeah, there was and there wasn't.
How significant did that knee end up being for you? Because we kept hearing, you're a chance for next week, and then season ended, obviously.
We didn't win, so I guess we'll never know. But so we're willing to have a go, but I guess we'll never know because we weren't in a position to be able to give it a go.
Spoke about obviously new players, new staff, Damien Martin coming to the club in a sort of leadership role. How big a get is that to have someone of his calibre at the club?
Yeah, really big addition. Obviously a superstar in the NBL and what he's done for the Wildcats. So really good to have him on board and, not only his addition, we've got quite a number of new staff, which is going to be really valuable to what we're trying to build and, really exciting to have new people around with some new ideas.
Did you watch any of the finals footy when you were sitting back? How did you sort of go through September?
To be honest, not really. No, it's a bit different when you're you feel like you let a position slip and an opportunity slip to be able to sit back and watch that. So I figured what was best for me was to completely switch off and enjoy a little bit of a break before we get back into it and hopefully we're not sitting back being in that position again next year.
How motivating is that though, obviously, to know that you were in such a good position, not too far out from finals and then unfortunately just slipped away?
Yeah, very exciting. With the calibre of players we've got and a couple of new additions, it's going to be really exciting. So, another really good pre-season together and we can figure out a little bit more stuff and put it all together. It should be really good.
Do you think much about your footy over the break, or do you try and have a mental break rather than thinking about sort of where you want to improve as a player?
Yeah, I think you have moments where you go through, you want to really get away from it and enjoy the downtime and a bit of family time and things like that. But I feel like the person I am, I wanted to really sit down and nut out what next year looks like for me and what's going to be best for me and what I can bring that's going to make us a really good team.
Who's impressed you out of the one before you guys with the way they've come back?
Well, to be fair, it's been a pretty good, impressive comeback from all the guys. I know there's been boys here for the last month, 3 times a week or more, slaving away. So it's been really good, and it's just really impressive. We've got a great young core there, and they're really hungry and driven. So hopefully, it gives the older boys a little bit of a shock when they get back, and gives them a bit of a pep as well.
This time last year, you probably weren't as expected to do what you did this year, and now going into it, you've got a bit more expectation after establishing yourself. How do you look to ensure that you keep growing again?
Yeah, I think continue to work on what worked for me, and stick to my values and the people around me. I certainly won't be taking the foot off the throttle, that's for sure. And I'll only look to continue to grow and become even better. I know there's a lot of work to do and a long time to go, but continue to value the right stuff and surround myself with good people that's going to help me put in a good year.
Was there a moment last year where you felt like it clicked and you thought, geez, I belong at this level, this is where I should be?
I would say it was a moment over a few weeks rather than a specific moment during a game. It just felt like every week I'd become more comfortable and and trusted within the group, and you know, from the players and the staff, and it just really helped, and just played with total freedom.
How yourself and Jai then became a formidable duo. How close are you two, and how do you work on that chemistry so that it keeps growing?
Yeah, we spend a lot of time on field, just, you know, doing footy things. There's nothing out of the ordinary that makes that connection special. Just understanding each other's games, and you know, little things in game like footy IQ and things like that are going to hold us in good stead, and yeah, it gives us the best chance to be able to work together on game day.
What do you think Jai is capable of this year? Obviously, he still had a very impressive season, but sort of got targeted a bit as a result of what he did in his second year.
Yeah, he did, and yeah, I don't know, by the look of him this morning, he's put on a couple more kilos, so I'll be a bit nervous if you boys want to wrestle him again this year, and I think it's quite exciting that he's looking to grow in that game already. And yeah, I think it's going to be a really exciting battle between the forwards and the backs this year, and especially at training, I think it's going to get quite competitive, and I think that's going to be the best thing for us.
Aside from rehab, was there anything sort of physically or footy-wise that you really focused on in the off-season?
Not particularly, just more of a holistic view at my game and how I can get fitter and stronger again, and a little bit smarter, and just the whole game sense of it all. And like I said, if I can bring my best to help us be our best.
Do you have a plan for when you can sort of rip into full training?
It's not 100%, it's a little bit out of my hands at the moment, but yeah, it'll be in and out for a couple of weeks, I'd say, and then it'll be good to go.
What's it like having a guy like Pat Boss to search and to try and take the spot off yourself and Jai in that forward line? Yeah,
it's always good, healthy competition like that, and you know, we help Vossi much as he helps us, and pushes us like he does. He's a energizer bunny, he's full of beans, he's tough, and yeah, it's really good to have that extra competition, and obviously we throw Dogger into the mix when they come back, and yeah, it's going to be really, really tough spots.
Is that why you got the buzz cut? Do you think it's scary?
Possibly, yeah. A few of the boys rocking the buzz cut. I'm not sure what that's about, but
the fixtures come out today, a couple of Thursday and Friday night games. Must be exciting for those marquee time slots.
Yeah, especially Thursday night. I think I've only had one in my 4 years I've been here, so a little bit of Thursday night footy over in the west will be exciting, and yeah, I'm sure we'll stack out Optus.
Does your prep change at all, being that they're often, you know, later into the night?
Yes and no. I think it's something with time in the system, and the more games you play, you sort of figure those things out. But yeah, personally, I enjoy the later games. Bit more time to relax during the day and do your own thing, and yeah, just get comfortable.
What was it like watching some of the boys win a flag at Pure Thunder?
It's another exciting piece. I feel it's you know, we've had a little bit of a taste of success within the club, and you know, a lot of those young core of boys got to taste that, and you know, the opposition they did it again was a quality outfit, and yeah, the whole, you know, year and finals run they had was very exciting, and yeah, couldn't be prouder of them for what they did.
You're becoming more of a leader as you keep growing. We hear you quite often on the sidelines and out there very vocal when we're watching from training. How have you looked to develop your leadership?
Oh, nothing specific. It's more just naturally come over the time, and yeah, just taking a little bit of a backseat to the great leaders that we have in the club, and picking up things that they do, and you know, trying to implement those things into my leadership, but then, you know, being comfortable in my actions, and you know, trusting what my leadership is, and yeah, they've got great confidence in me of my leadership, so that just gives me the best chance to be, you know, a good leader.
Does that speak to the maturity of the group, that there are multiple leaders outside of the leadership group and the vice captain and the captain? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we always speak about we've got a bigger leadership group than the 6 blokes that we've got in there, and you know, another pre-season, another big block that we have ahead of us should really shine out a few more, and you know, turn that into a 10 to 15 guy leadership group.
I think we counted there's only 16 sort of guys out there today, with a few graduating into the plus 5 years. Where does that sort of youth tag sit with you guys now? Because I know that it was a big talking point last summer, and sort of wanting to use it to your advantage.
Yeah, I don't think much changes, to be honest. Just we lost a few out of the young boys. There's a few of us in our last year as well. So, I don't think much will change. It'll still have the same attitude, and, that age factor is, not going to be a part or a thing for us. And, we'll get to work and prove that no matter how many young blokes we've got running around, that we should be able to put it together.
Did you speak to the AFLW group as well as they were heading off to Adelaide? What was your sort of message with Justin?
Just give a little congratulations for their win on the weekend, and all the best for their game over in Adelaide. It's obviously an exciting time for the club and for the girls, and playing final footy at any sort of level is exciting, and for the girls to be back in a position where they can take it deep into finals hopefully, and I'm sure they'll do the Freo family proud.